Yom HaShishi, Vaychulu Hashem Ha'aretz V'Tzavam, Vaychal Elokim V'Yimashim Nachto Asher. So here I am at home Friday night, making kiddush for my entire family. We know that the pasuk tells us, Zochar Yom HaShabbos L'Kasher. There's a mitzvah d'oraisa to make kiddush, to be mazkir the Yom of Shabbos on kiddush on Friday night. Why then does my wife and my children, why do they not need to make kiddush? How is my kiddush motzi them in their obligation? The halacha tells us, Kol hamotzi yotzi. Therefore, so long as I have a chiyuv to make kiddush, I can be motzi them in their obligation as well. Scenario number 2. I davened in shul Friday night, and happened to be they have a delicious kiddush after shul. Yes, that's right. On Friday night, they have a delicious kiddush. There's a special shul. I'm not telling you where it is located. And I come home from shul Friday night, and there he is, Moshe Yaakov. And he wants to eat supper too. But he has an obligation to hear kiddush. Does he make his own kiddush?
No.
No. Who makes kiddush? Abba. How about Ima?
No,
Does he make any kiddush?
Ima does.
But if Abba made kiddush already, who makes kiddush now? Abba
Abba.
still makes kiddush. That's correct. Thank you, Moshe. So how does that work? What changed from scenario 2 to scenario number 1 to scenario number 2? In scenario number 1, I had a chiyuv to make kiddush. But in scenario number 2, I no longer have a chiyuv because I was already yotzi my obligation in shul. So then how am I able to be yotzi my wife in her obligation? Now, assuming the question of the Magen Avraham aside, and the Noda B'Yehuda, and the Minchas Chinuch about going to Mikal Shabbos, but assuming that we have the same biblical obligation right now to make kiddush, how am I able to promote my wife? And the answer is quite simply. The Rosh, not simply, but the Rosh explains, based on the Gemara Brachos, that Kol yisroel arayvin zeh bazeh, that every Jewish person is responsible for another. So long as my wife did not yet fulfill her obligation in kiddush, my obligation is missing as well. Therefore, in reality, I too have not yet fulfilled my obligation. Kol yisroel arayvin zeh bazeh tells me that I am part of everybody else. If there's anybody in the world who did not fulfill their obligation in mitzvah yet, I didn't fulfill my obligation. So therefore, in reality, we go back to the rule of kol yotzi motzi. I still have a chiyuv to be yotzi and mitzvah because I did not fulfill my complete obligation, and therefore I'm able to be motzi my wife and her obligation as well.